sweeping through upstate New York here in late December. But we've got football from Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the L.A. Chargers taking on the Buffalo Bills. On the visiting sideline, their head coach. His guys flew across the country for this one. Always tough to... Brandon Garden, Charles Davis, and this is Cameron Dicker ready to get this started. We are underway from Orchard Park. A nice little juke. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yards with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100-plus the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bills need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that, it only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers. Because the only excitement he really generated was the 1 interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win? It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Looking to throw. They shake, but now he's swallowed up and taken down. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. So now make that a second sack for them on this drive.
And, Brandon, we hear it every week when we go out to do a game. Everyone talks about playing complementary football. Their offense goes down and scores. They see that, and they want to back them up, and that they did, getting 2 sacks on this first drive.
Taking it about the 36. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop. And now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off, because right now it's out there for them. They just got to go seize it.
And he fires one incomplete.
Troy Franklin, incomplete. It's now third down and 16.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up fourth down now.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Chargers offense, led by their wide receiver, headed out for their second possession. And he's very much alive in the race for most receiving yards by a wideout this year. Currently ranked second in the NFL at this point in the season. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
And the Chargers first down. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Chargers.
So first down, and they'll stick with Algier. And good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. Second down coming up.
It's a pickup of 3.
Taking a glance here at the numbers last week for Algier. 15 carries, 66 yards, and a touchdown.
I can't remember the last time we did a game when a coach didn't talk about us.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Shamar Turner in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. Here comes third down and 7. They'll set up a throw. Over the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 43. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards.
First down. It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, Chargers.
So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 43. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Gregory Rousseau just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege.
Oh, that's in the double coverage and intercepted. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a first and 10. To the right side here, caught by Kincaid. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
It's a gain of 11. And the Bills first down.
A first down carry for Smith. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
The tackle made at the 12-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up second and 1.
Again, it's Smith. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting one more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Off play action. Carson will try to pick it up himself. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
First down. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Smith trying to run for it. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Rashard Smith, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
21 yards. And the Chargers first down. A gain of 21 yards. And the Chargers first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
It's second down and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's third down.
In motion, the tight end. Again, he'll drop to throw. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Wright. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
Looking to throw. Carson. Smith catches left side. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and
Back to
8.
throw. Carson. He'll try and do this himself. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
At the 42-yard line.
$14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Running left, it's Smith. We'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there. The Bills at 14-1 now on the year. Charles, they were losers last time. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Off the play fake, Carson. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
Sacks, a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long. Looking to throw. Carson, a short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
Makes it 3rd.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
To number 89. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up
Algier going straight ahead. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger 1st down.
the Chargers 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Bills' 42-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. Over the middle and caught by McConkey. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
That's a gain of 7.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
You can see and feel the disappointment on that one because you saw some guys on the sidelines jumping up going, oh, no. Looked like they had that one set up well on 3rd down, but you got to give yourself time to get rid of the football.
And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away no good. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
Good field position to start the drive after the missed field goal. Here's 1st down from the 42. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 11.
They give it off here to the tight end. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo 1st down.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Bills 1st down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Off play action. Carson. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down.
At the Chargers' 44-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Carson. And that is incomplete. The Bills on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Back to throw. Carson. They'll set up the screen to Smith. And he's taken down inside the 30. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
That's good for a Bills first down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to forward. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Back to throw again. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. A good convergence there defensively. Only a yard, and it's second down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Chargers' 15-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. This taken in by Kincaid. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8.
1-yard pickup.
Looking to throw. Carson. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Tyler Bass out for the Bills field goal. This will be, let's see, 38 yards out. The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills will add on to their lead. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps. And the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
Shoves him aside. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
I know, but well, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me on a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Now he's free at the 35. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. 92 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
Chargers, first down. First and goal, Chargers.
So close. Couldn't get all the way in, knocking on the doorstep down the 1. Nevertheless, fantastic run.
Not only that,
and he's in for a Charger touchdown. Tyler Algier, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers get a bit closer.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Chargers 7.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. Pushes past him. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Operating from the gun, Carson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Well, a tough throw there across his body. It's incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Chargers offense and Tyler Algier getting set for this next possession. The Charger drive about to get going. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got them pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one. Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. They'll set up to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
And he's going to have a Bills first down as he'll get this up to about the 42. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Back to throw. Carson. Now he's going to step up and run. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. A 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Gain of 5. Brings up 3rd.
From the gun on 3rd down. Carson. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. It is Week 17. Playoff spots on the line, seeding on the line. coaching jobs may be on the line. Let's dive in. Our look around the NFL starts now. In Atlanta, the Falcons at home to take on the Commanders. And it's the Washington defense that comes up with the big play here. This a big play late in the ballgame. The Commanders win their 4th straight as they get the victory here. From there, it's off to SoFi Stadium. We're looking on the Rams. They're playing host to the Carolina Panthers. And this is Josh Palmer. He was a tough man to pin down all game long.
A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The visitors' offense and their wideout getting set to go once more. And he's been a tough guy to contain this year, and his numbers reflect that, as you can see right here. The Charger drive about to get going. By no means, certainly, are they out of this contest. 2-score game, start of the 3rd quarter. But you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. He'll look to throw. That's thrown underneath to Algier. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The catch and run good for 18 and a first down.
Chargers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Taken in by the tight end, Doyle. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Algier now up the middle. And he stopped immediately there. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. They'll try and sneak it here. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll give to Algier out of the gun. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 37. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
First down. A gain of 11 on the play.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Sanchez. 2nd and 7 operating from the 34.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Give Algier from the shotgun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
It's 3rd and 9.
Back to throw here. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Shamar Turner Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
On is the Chargers punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what do we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Once he broke through that first wave of defenders, there was a pretty big gap there for him to run.
And it helps that they were in a dime defense. That's 6 defensive backs. So this is why a lot of teams now are certain.
Well, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Chargers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Charger drive about to get going. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
At the 46-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Algier. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. They work now on 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. That was just picked up by the Bills. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. A defensive-minded coach loves to bring the heat. Brought the heat there, and it worked out.
And nowadays, all those defensive-minded coaches, for them, it's all about getting the football. I went into one facility, and as soon as you walked into the defensive room, there was a football, like on a spring, and each guy that walks in that plays has to act like he's knocking the ball free. They want those instincts created. They want them to think about that all the time, and that's what they try to preach.
Inside handoff, Smith. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line. 1-yard gain.
Operating from the gun. Carson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 85 catches for him on the year now, and the result there is a first down.
At the 2-yard line.
Smith is in. Touchdown, Bills.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
The extra point.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Shifts by him. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Chargers offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And you have to imagine this defense saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the third quarter. The drive begins with a carry by Hinton. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
4 yards on the pickup.
2nd and 6. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play there on the catch and run. 32 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
He finds his man complete. It's Sanchez. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now a first carry for their fullback. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now back to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
That's the 2nd sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And that will close the gap down to 14. So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the third quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He is hoping to find the end zone for a 3rd time, and we sit now in the 3rd quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, but I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
Always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men.
From the 31, here's the 2nd down and 6.
At the 31-yard line.
Off the play fake. Carson. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close.
1st and 10 at the
You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the 4th quarter. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
Bills, first down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Play action. Carson shakes off the sack. He's got the tight end. That's Gaston. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Bills. First down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not pushing.
Now Carson fumbles the football. And fortunately, the Bills jump on it and get it back. So they keep the football, but now face second and long.
And 14 at the 36-yard line.
Looking to throw. Carson. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. And the defense coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up fourth. The Bills send the punter out as he's on to kick it away. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. And the L.A. offense ready for this next possession. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Jaden Hicks there defensively.
He'll drop to throw. To the right side, he finds his receiver Harris. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it first and 10 now out past the 20. He finds his man, complete. That's Doyle. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 4.
Zone read, a give to Hampton. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
14 more yards. That's another Chargers first down.
They look to throw now on first down. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that'll bring up second down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9.
They'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. That is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
It's a gain of 21 yards.
They go play action here on first down. Touchdown, Chargers. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
For the Chargers.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. He'll begin with a handoff to Smith. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27.
At the 27-yard line.
They'll run it again with Smith. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 79 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
A gain of 9 brings up third and 1.
It's a quarterback sneak. And he is going to have the Bills first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on third and 1. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's complete. Lambert Smith. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Lambert Smith out of bounds at the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup.
Off the play fake. Carson. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
He'll look to throw. Staying on his feet. He finds his man complete. That's Doyle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
A gain of 14. And the Chargers
on the give, it's Algier. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll look to throw here. Wide open receiver complete. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 29-yard line. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Here's Smith as he'll try to run some clock. Whistles now in a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
3rd and 6.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Right stays up. He'll try and do this himself. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away.
The Chargers take over 1st.
So the Chargers now down by 7. A minute 37 remaining. Back to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
And the Chargers 1st down. It's a gain of 20. 1st down, Chargers.
They'll look to throw. Able to get away. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 2nd down, 8 yards to go.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
He'll look to throw. Pass complete to Harris. This Buffalo crowd letting him have it. 3rd down now.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it
Back to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. Down the sideline he goes. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here's 1st down. Throwing to start the drive. Carson. He's got his man on the crossing route. Now the
Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
At the 37-yard line.
2nd and 3. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. On 3rd down, a drop to throw.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
The Bills send the punter out as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Shedding through the defense. Going to be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over.
1st down, and they'll start with Algier.
That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Algier again on 2nd down.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
And here in overtime, a quick reminder, the game no longer ends following an offensive touchdown on the opening drive. Both sides will have the chance to possess the ball unless there's a defensive touchdown. In that case, the game will end right there. So 4 quarters couldn't settle a winner, and now the Chargers going to get the first opportunity here in OT as the kick is away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Charger drive about to get going. They have fought hard to reach this point. They got the ball first. Remember, though, even if they score, it will quiet this crowd, but it doesn't end the game. But a chance to put a solid drive together here and at least get 3 and hopefully for them a touchdown.
At the 27-yard line.
Now a first throw here in overtime. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
They're facing some long odds here if they hope to convert as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage.
They're going to look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again.
And now after that sack, we'll pause here a moment because someone was shaken up on that play. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points, and now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal, and they get the victory.
Yeah, and this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really old school guys that like sudden death right from the beginning. But we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick 6, fumble return, you can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play it.
3rd and 6.
From the gun on 3rd down. Carson. Pressure comes and down he goes. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. The Bills send the punter out. On for a very important punt here in overtime. So a change of possession here on the punt. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
Well, this is a pretty rare situation here, Charles. You get into overtime, neither team coming through with even a field goal on their first drive. So now, sudden death with the time remaining. Next score wins.
And now I would say that going at it might be a little bit easier for both teams now because they've eased into overtime. That first series, boy, everything on the line then. Now you've seen what a defense is throwing at you. You can make some adjustments, and all you need is 3 points to win it.
Algier with another carry.
And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23.
105 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory. Algier will try to pick it up.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Ryland. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Ryland. And he's going to be hemmed in and blocked down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This is turned into a field position game, though. And sometimes a better punter may actually determine the outcome.
They're able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
He'll try and do this himself. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
And the Bills, first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
This is where the NFL is headed year by year, partner. A league where just about everyone has someone under center who can get you with their legs as well as their arm. And we've certainly had a nice display of that from both QBs in this game. And that continued with that first down run.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. That went into the hands of Flowers. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here in OT. Back-to-back completions, and that puts them in enemy territory.
And we're always looking for that elusive term, momentum, aren't we? And I think they're building it with the back-to-back completions. Now they feel like they can either take a shot or continue to build it the way that they're doing now. Safe throws, get it to their playmakers, and see what happens.
It's a game play.
Smith up the middle.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They go back to the ground with Smith. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. A handoff to Smith. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
Gain of 12 yards.
Well, how about this? The very, very rare tie that we just witnessed. Hard to believe.
You don't see it very often. A bonus period of football, yet both teams